Because maybe you've heard before, you're like, well, doesn't the Bible say that money is the root of all evil? Like, aren't you supposed to pick one, God or money, and aren't they kind of pitted against one another? And that's just one of the many reasons why it's so important context when you look at these passages, or just kind of one verse out of context. In fact, the passages I want to look at today are kind of debunking some of the common myths when it comes to the Scriptures. Where that comes from, there's this letter from Paul who writes about a third to a half of our New Testament, and he's instructing our New Testament, and he's instructing a young pastor named Timothy. And this is what he tells him in 1 Timothy 6. He says, godliness with contentment is great gain. That's the gain to be had. For we brought nothing into the world, and we can take nothing out of it. But if we have food and clothing, we'll be content with that. Saying it's a defining moment. It's a fundamental change in our maturity and in our faith. The moment we realize that our stuff was here before we got here, and we will leave it all behind. That it ultimately will let you down as the source of your security or the source of your identity. And then he says to Timothy, the passage that's so often misquoted, he says this in 10, he says, for the love of money. Not money itself, but loving money. The love of money is the root of all kinds of evil.